What's up everyone? Thank you for catching me today. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to install VirtualBox on a Debian or Ubuntu based distribution. It's a flavor of Linux, and this one is going to be on KDE Neon, but the same applies to any Ubuntu based distribution. So let's go ahead, get this going. Installing VirtualBox on Ubuntu based system is as simple as running the following command on your preferred Linux terminal. So what you do is run the following command: sudo apt install VirtualBox. You'll get a highlight of the packages that will be installed, as well as a prompt verifying if you'd like to proceed with the installation of those packages. You'll also be shown some suggested packages to be installed, which are typically useful and works well together with the package or packages you have chosen to install, so keep that in mind. In conjunction with the suggested packages, you also will see a list of additional packages that will be installed. DKMS is a good package that will automatically be installed. Per documentation, DKMS is a framework which allows kernel modules to be dynamically built for each kernel on your system in a simplified and organized fashion. What this means is that anytime you reinstall any packages that have kernel modules, those modules will be updated with the kernel so that packages or tools or drivers will continue to function with that piece of software or hardware. In other words, you don't have to recompile your kernel every time there is a kernel update in order for your hardware or software to function properly after the kernel is updated. So let's hit Y here to get these packages installed, but keep in mind that it is suggesting to install these additional packages as well. For example, VirtualBox Guest Editions ISO is useful because it contains tools for your virtual layer that provides drivers and other functionality for video and networking on your guest virtual machines. So let's go ahead and copy the suggested VirtualBox Guest Editions ISO, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with yes. As you can see in this step here, the installation is now building the kernel module for VirtualBox, or virtualization support in general, for the kernel 54072. Once the install completes, let's go ahead and install the suggested Virtual Guest Editions ISO package by pasting it, or by running sudo apt install virtual guest editions ISO. Once that package is installed, you can go ahead and launch VirtualBox by going to your application menu. I typically hit the super key on my keyboard and just type in the name of the application, in this case VirtualBox, and then I'll go ahead and select it. When VirtualBox opens, you are now ready to install any supported operating system of your choice, such as, but not limited to, a flavor of Linux, Windows, or Unix, by clicking the Add button. I won't cover that here since this video is just to show you how to get VirtualBox up and running on your system. That's all there is to it. Catch you next time.